All right, well, today we begin a series of interviews on our Market Day report called 50 in 50. That's right, we're going to be introducing you to the Farm Bureau presidents in each state, and these interviews will air daily leading up to the National Convention in January. We begin with Utah. The Utah Farm Bureau Federation was established back in 1916, and it's the state's largest voluntary organization of farmers and ranchers with more than 229,000 members. And President Leland Hogan joins us today by phone. Good morning, Mr. Hogan. We appreciate you joining us.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be with you today.
All right, so the most important crop grown in Utah is hay. Tell us what makes that your top crop.
We are an area that is high deserts, and we have very cool nights and warm days, which creates a good climate for growing alfalfa with very high protein, and that's what makes it a valuable crop.
All right, and since we're talking with Utah today, what other crops are important there in the state that maybe sets the state apart?
Well, cattle is probably it's the largest single crop, and the reason that cattle is so important to the state of Utah is because we are largely publicly owned, and therefore we graze on public lands, and there is a lot available, and we have to work with the Bureau of Land Management and the Forest Service in order to graze on those lands.
All right, Mr. Hogan, again, we appreciate your time today. It's wonderful to learn a little bit more about yourself. Now, I see here that you also work on your family-owned and operated farm. Let's hear a little bit more about yourself and there at your operation.
Yeah, we're in a valley about 50 miles west and south of Salt Lake City, close to the Salt Desert, which is just the mountain range to the west of us. And so we're at about 5,200 feet. We grow alfalfa and small grains. We grow all of those crops for forage crops. And we have a cow-calf operation as well. And we grow enough feed for ourselves, plus we sell feed to other operators. And we ship alfalfa into California to the California dairies as well.
All right, sounds like a wonderful operation. Now let's kind of talk about some of the key issues that our Utah farmers are concerned about right now.
Again, it is back to our relationship with the federal government and being able to continue to utilize public lands. As we have been using them since the establishment of the state, we have lost about 75% of our total permits over the ensuing years from the beginning till now. And we're working very strongly with the federal government to either bring those lands under state management or to get back our ability to utilize them to their fullest extent.
All right, now we do want to talk about this today. In 2016, American Farm Bureau President Bob Stallman will be stepping down. We've been reporting this here on our Market Day report. Tell us maybe some of the traits you'd like to see in the new president there, the Utah Farm Bureau president. What would you like to see as that next person?
Well, first I want to say we've appreciated Bob Stallman being our president for the last 14 years, and I was at a meeting with him in San Antonio, Texas, just this last week, and had the opportunity to speak with him. But we need strong leadership. We need someone who understands and is able to negotiate with our administration on the Farm Bill and the ability to trade offshore. Trading for agriculture in the United States is an important market, and without it, we're caught in a bad position. So, being able to be a good negotiator, understand the issues, and understand the concerns of other countries in being able to become traders with the U.S. Those are some of the traits that we need, as well as when you get internally, they need to be able to negotiate between state to state and bring the Farm Bureau together as we have in the past to be a formidable voice for agriculture.
Well said, well said. Sharing a lot with us here today. We really appreciate it. Utah Farm Bureau President Leland Hogan, thanks for your time today.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to speak with you.